Not only is Marvel Studios bringing Daredevil back, but it sounds like there is a lot of plans for multiple characters that were previously associated with Marvel TV. Now the person who was directly involved with Daredevil, the director Stephen DeKnight, talks a little bit about the canon status of Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix, and even responds to the question of whether he would want to return to direct or not. So Stephen DeKnight was asked, okay, now that Charlie is back, your show, what do you think? Is it canon? He said that he doesn't have an idea, but probably is, just like other people are saying the same thing. But again, he's not revealing anything, which is one of those non-answer answers because elements do have to be canon, but other don't. So you can do whatever you want, soft reboot, whatever you will, it's easy to do. Especially that you don't have to necessarily wink and nod to everything. You can pick and choose and then ignore other elements. That's sort of what you can do and pick up the pieces and go from there. Again, this wouldn't be the first time this has happened in Hollywood, and I assume Marvel Studios would make an exception to what they want to keep, what they want to reboot, or completely ignore. So, that's one of those things. Now, what's more interesting is he actually replied to people asking if he would return to direct. And he says that, yeah, he would be interested. Again, he would probably do it, which brings up a problem. He recently said, specifically, that he refuses to work with Marvel Studios. He doesn't want to work with them because of the person who is their chief or editor-in-chief for their comics, because of the whole thing that CB Cebulski, I believe that's his name. Yeah, off the top of my head. That he made his way up through the ranks in comics by pretending to be Asian. So people are like, yeah, that's controversial. That's always been in the spotlight. And he was like, I'm not working with Marvel up until they take care of this. But now he's willing to, so what's changed? Is it possibly that they've talked to him since we know Marvel is developing a Daredevil project and he is involved because he would creatively have to be, right? Because he came up with that concept, he'd have to be a producer or something. See what I'm saying here? We got to start reading between the lines, which makes me think something is definitely going on with him in the canon status, which again, the ambiguous answer is kind of another hint. Look, I suppose in the next couple years, we're going to have all these answers in front of us, and all things considered, it's not that far away. Remember, it feels like just yesterday Daredevil was canceled and we were all like, we're never going to see him again, are we? And, well, here we are now, so things are changing. We're definitely going to have more of these characters back soon. Now, what version they are and what's canon? Well, I suppose that's going to take a bit of time.